Alright, here's my note cards and my visual aids, my audience. Oh no, that fell. Alright, here you go. All right, how many of us in here are guilty of using some form of social media rather than actually get the personal satisfaction of calling someone or visiting someone or, having a play date or whatever it may be? Instead, we use, text or email or, in my case, Facebook. I'm definitely guilty of that. So my name is Nichols, and I chose to do a speech on the excessive use of social media in the United States vice actual personal communication with people. So from the 1970s is where our computer networking actually started and led us to where we're at today. So the first computer networking was thought to be military-centric command and control actual idea, but if you look at it now, everyone uses it. The military definitely uses it, but we as a society use it a lot of times. So the first email that was sent was actually sent in, I assumed, maybe the late 80s, early 90s, but it was actually sent in 1971. And the email was sent by two computers sitting right next to each other, and the email was 10 letters long. That's it. And basically it said QWERTY UIOP, and this is what the email read by those two computers in 1971. Pass that around. Some of the oldest means of communication were, pigeon carrier birds, light signaling, smoke signaling, letters, phone calls from someone. But now we use, like I said earlier, texts and emails and Facebook posts and Twitter posts, a lot more than actually face-to-face calling someone or going to see them. It's a lot less personal. I don't want to say it's a negative because it can actually be a positive in keeping you in touch with, say, friends around the world, or like in my case, I'm in the military, so I'm stationed on the East Coast, but all my family's on the opposite coast, so we can stay in contact, and the kids can, see their grandparents, and they can Skype with them, they can keep up with what's going on in our lives via videos or, photo posts or anything like that. So it's definitely not a negative. I don't want to make everybody think I think it's a negative thing. It's definitely not. As I spoke out earlier, the 1970s is where our computer networking launched, but in 1994 was the actual very first social networking site, which was called GeoCities. I'd never heard this before. I don't know how many people actually have. But that site actually led us today to the Facebooks and the Twitters and the Instagrams and the Pinterests and the dating sites. So there's many different forms of social media. Like I said, the actual social ones with the Facebooks. There's dating sites, and there's a lot of businesses that use social media to get their products out there. So it's not just people every day using it for their friends. It's actual businesses and people of all walks of life. So 10 years after we had the very first social networking network launched, we had Facebook, which launched in 2004. Facebook was originally launched to keep college students in contact with other college students around the United States. Look at it now, everyone uses Facebook. I use Facebook, my friends use Facebook, my grandmother uses Facebook, so it's everyone. And today there's actually 1 billion people in the entire network of Facebook that use it actively on a monthly basis. And of that, 1 million, or 100 million, are actually from India. So it's not just the United States that uses all these forms of social media, but around the world it does. So it links us up. Twitter has 255 million, and of those 255 million, 500 tweets are sent on a daily basis. I'm not a Twitter user, but apparently a lot of people are if 500 million tweets are getting sent a day. These are kind of some media statistics that are going to show you Europe, where the social media is spread out, and then these ones just kind of go on number basis for Facebook, there's Google, there's Twitter, and there's Pinterest. So you can kind of look at this and get an idea of the actual numbers, not just what I'm actually telling you. So there's that one. This one, again, kind of the same idea, breaks it down by website, and then you can see, again, the numbers on which it's using. This one here is going to show you from 2005 to 2013 the increase that we actually had. So for ages 18 to 29, it went from a 9% usage in 2005, and then 2013 we're all the way up to 90%. So 90% of that age group is on Facebook now, opposed to the 9% just a few years ago. Another form is blogging. Blogging is basically a way for someone to get their ideas, their interests, their point of view across on the internet to where others can actually just, log on and read it. They can subscribe to it. And blogging actually encompasses 23% of all internet usage today. And according to one of the, MediaBistro.com, 12 million people blog on social media sites. So Facebook has people blogging. All of them have people that just log on there and blog every day. So of that 23% of internet usage, 12 million people are blogging. So our advances from the 1970s have led us to where we're at today. We're kind of impersonal with what we do when we want to contact somebody. The numbers are high, so it's not just the United States, it's across the world. So my challenge for everyone here is the next time that you want to contact someone or keep in touch with them, not just log on to Facebook, put your iPads down, put your iPhones down, but actually if you can, give them a phone call, do that, or if they're close enough, just reach out and, go see them. So I hope you guys are a little more educated on the statistics of internet and social media usage in the United States and across the world. Thank you.